Look what we have left. Little SolidWorks project, and then we are done. Final exam is Tuesday at 10 o'clock. Okay. And it'll just consist of probably two projects, something like what we've done in this class, all the way back to the beginning. So it could be manual drawing, could be Excel, could be Word, could be a combination of those things. Okay. But fairly easy, I would say. I like my finals to be easy, and maybe the rest of the term is more difficult kind of thing. So that's how I work it. So if you've not had SolidWorks before, I'm going to walk you through it pretty slowly. This is the project. You have until Friday to get it done. So I gave you quite a bit of time. 3 parts. So the grid on these parts is 2 inches by 2 inches by 2 inches. So pretty simple. We're going to make SolidWorks parts, and then you'll upload those part files. We're also going to make PDFs, and you'll upload the PDFs. Like I said, you have until Friday to do it. If you don't have SolidWorks, these computers have SolidWorks, so you can do it here in lab. Also, the main computer lab has 3 stations in SolidWorks. So that's open a lot more than this is if you don't get them done today. If you want to download SolidWorks, I can upload that information onto the homepage. So I'll do that. So you don't have to download it. Some of you already have it if you've had the class, but on our computers, it is located in a folder. So I 2-click on the folder, and it's that SolidWorks 2024. Okay, not the rest of these, composer, electrical, manage, yada, yada, yada. It's just that. SolidWorks 2024. I'll open it again. Just to show you. I'll make it wrong. Yeah, it's already open. Yeah, sure, say that. All right, when it opens up, it should ask you, these stations might ask you for like the units or something when it opens up. It could open up different than this, but normally it comes into this window, which says, do you want to make a part? Do you want to make an assembly? Do you want to make a drawing? We want to make a part, which is what it was defaulted to, right? So I say, okay. All right, so this is the SolidWorks operating system. I'm not going to go super deep into it because it doesn't do you any good unless you're running the station, especially you, because you've never run it before. It is a sketch-based system. So we're going to make sketches on planes. So there's 3 planes, the front plane, the top plane, and the right plane. We don't have a part yet, so this is all blank. When you start to draw, your part will show up there. And then you'll sketch on the surfaces of the part. Okay? But we don't have a part, so we have to sketch on these surfaces first. And I'll go through that. So, there's the tabs. There's a lot of them. We don't use most of them. We mostly use sketch and feature. Sketch and feature. Sketch. Okay? So I want to make a sketch. That's this. In the beginning, it's going to show you these 3 planes. This is the only time it really does this, is because I don't have a part, right? If I had a part, it's not going to show me these planes. I'm going to use the planes of the part. Okay? So the thing I want to sketch is this thing. Right? I'm going to do number 1. So I need to think about whatever you're modeling, you have to think about like where you want to start, right? So where I'm going to start is with this base. I'm going to draw the base. So I'm going to draw this bottom surface. It looks like it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. It's 10 by 14. Okay? All right. So when I think about that, like what plane do I want to choose? I want to choose that plane, top plane, the one that looks like it's the bottom of the part. Okay. It helps to put things in position. We can change their position later, but it's difficult. So just try to draw things in position. So I'm going to choose this plane. I'm going to click on it. It's going to rotate that plane and go perpendicular to me. Okay. Now I have all these sketch tools right here. Well, I want a rectangle. I'm going to attach it to the origin. This is helpful for SolidWorks. Now, I'm in sketch mode, right? Sketch, which means I don't really have to think about dimensions. It's showing me coordinates. Sorry, this thing is really getting touchy. It's showing me coordinates, but I don't care about them at all. You are sketching. So I'm going to make a rectangle that's about the proportions of 14 and 10, right? That's what that base was. So I clicked. There it is. That's the sketch part. Then we use Smart Dimension to actually make it the exact size I want. So when you click on Smart Dimension, you get a little dimension tool. See it on my mouse? A little dimension thing right there. I can just pick a line, pull out a dimension and place it, and put in the dimension. That was supposed to be 10. Now, it looks like, and I can tell because I've done this enough, that the units defaulted to metric. That's a metric. It was a metric type of dimension. That's how I know. So I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know if it's going to do that on those, but we don't want millimeters. We want inches. That's this one. So I'm going to have to redimension this thing now and get it the right size. Which is going to make it act a little weird until I get the other dimension in. All right, so now I have it the right. So that's down in the right corner. Just make sure it's at inches, pound, and second, not millimeters. Okay, so I just used my Smart Dimension and gave it the dimensions. All right.
How much measure pound seconds in there?
When you do motion.
Oh.
So we can do motion studies if you make, so SolidWorks is pretty awesome because you can make parts, which is what we're doing, but you can also make assemblies, which is putting parts together. So then if one of those parts has motion to it, if it moves and we give it the freedom of movement, we can put a motor to it and make it move. Then we can do inertia calculations, all kinds of stuff. So it's really slow. All right, my simple sketch is done. All I did was draw this base. That's all I have drawn, right? I'm looking at it perpendicular, like from the top view, but that's okay. Once you've done your sketch and it is black, see how the lines are all black? And it says fully defined, then I'm ready to change my sketch into a three-dimensional object. And we do that with features. Features. The first one is extrude, which means it's going to make it into a solid. It's going to push this area into a solid shape, kind of like extruding toothpaste out of your container, right? I'm going to squeeze this thing and make it come out. If you leave your mouse on a tool, it'll actually give you a tutorial. See what it's doing over there? It's like showing you what extrude does. Yep, it's going to take an area, it's going to push it out and make a three-dimensional object. Now, you got to slow down for that to work. Like, in other words, I got to just leave the mouse on a tool and wait. Most of us are pretty fast with the mouse, so it doesn't happen instantaneously. All right, but that's what I want to do. So I'm going to click on it. It rotates, automatically rotates, and starts the extrusion. I can drag it, but that's not very accurate. How far do I want it to go? Back to the part, looks like 4 inches. 2, 4, right? All right, so I'm going to put 4 inches over here. That's a lot more precise than dragging. You can continue to edit this box. Like I could go 5 inches, I could go 6 inches, I can go 4 inches, right? It's gonna make those changes for you until you hit the green check mark. Boom. Now I have an object. That object has surfaces, right? I have the base of this thing. Done. 4 inches, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 inches that way, 14 out of that. Good? So far, so good? Yeah. So now the next thing is so I'm just using the roller mouse to zoom. If you hold the roller mouse down like a button, you rotate it. All right. It's good to rotate it and look at it too. That's important to make sure you're getting what you think you're getting. All right. Now I'm going to draw this top, just one of these top things. And my plan is to just build this rectangle right here and extrude it up. It looks like it's also 4 inches tall and 2, 4, 6, 8 inches wide. So 8 by 2 by 4. I'm not worried about the slot. I'll do the slot later. So we model in pieces, piece by piece. All right, how do I do it? I sketch. So I hit sketch and it says, hey, where do you want to sketch? Because I don't get the planes anymore. Well, I want to sketch on this surface right here. So I'm going to choose it. It rotates it, flips it up. I'm going to use my rectangle, grab the corner, drag it out. Not worried about dimensions because then I smart dimension it. I think I said that was 8. I think I said this was 2. I'm going to roll it just to look at it. Yep, that's what I want. Looks good. So now I'm going to do what? Extrude. How far was it? I think it was 4, wasn't it? Yeah. So now I've done this piece. We model in parts. Small parts are good. Is there another way I could have done it? Absolutely. I could have modeled on this surface and drawn this whole profile and then extruded it. So I'm going to show you that just for fun. Another way to do it. I'm not going to cut this out, but I'll draw this other side. So now I'm going to sketch on this surface right here. It's kind of nice because I'm going to have this to use, right? So now I can just go grab the corner. I don't know how far. Somewhere in there. Somewhere you're sketching. And when you're sketching, you really just like make it close. You do got to close the shape. So I got to come all the way back over and close that shape. Oh, looks like I missed one right here. So I need to drag that point back over to that. It should shade in. If it has a closed area, it'll shade. Now I smart dimension it. I think that's supposed to be 2. I think that's supposed to be 2. That's the right size. From here to here is probably supposed to be 2. And that looks like it's fully defined. So there it is, my sketch on this surface. And I'm going to do what? Extrude. It's going the wrong way. So I can flip it is by dragging this arrow this way, but I can also flip it with this button right here. Goes either way. And I think it's supposed to be 4. No, it's supposed to be 2. Voila. Does it look like my object? Yeah. Getting there. Yeah. So now if I wanted to get this slot in here, then I need to sketch. Always starts with a sketch. I'll sketch on this surface because then I can use this other slot, right? I can go and make my rectangle because now I'm not going to extrude it. What am I going to do? Yeah, I'm going to cut it. I want to cut it. So hopefully there's extrude. There's extrude cut. And it's gonna make a guess as to what I want, and it looks pretty good, right? It's on through all. It can be on blind sometimes, and it only goes, 2 inches deep. I could make it more. You want to go through your object. I would make it 4 inches deep. It's a cut, right? Boom. We're getting there. That might actually be it. Oh, there's a hole. How would I do that?
Sketch.
Sketch. Always sketch. So how do I know when I'm in sketch? It says sketch. That means I'm not in sketch. When I click sketch and then click a surface, it's going to say exit sketch. That means I am in sketch mode, right? And I do want to sketch on here, and I'm going to place my circle like, I should be able to grab a midpoint and pull that midpoint. So that could help. I don't know the location that well. Where is it? Looks like it's 4 units from one side back here somewhere. That's my guess. 2, 4. And then it's centered up. So I'm going to smart dimension from this line to this center. And that's supposed to be 4. How big is it?
2 inches there.
2, 4, 4 diameter,
Oh,
right? 2, 4, yeah. 2 radius, 4 diameter. All right, let's see what we get here. Smart dimension. Just choose the circle, pull it out. It looks like I can go for it. Now what? If I want to cut it, extrude cut. Looks like it's going to go to the bottom. That's good. And I roll it around just to make sure it actually goes all the way through. Boom. Got it. We should save before this point, but I'm going to save now. File, save as. Choose your location. I'll just go to the desktop. You can call it part 1. Actually, I don't think you can call it part 1. I'm going to call it block 1 because SolidWorks uses the word part. Block 1. Just to the desktop and save. And then if I wanted it in a PDF, what you want to do is you want to get it in a position that you like. And then go File, Save As, and change it to PDF, which is somewhere right there. Right, and block 1 and hit save. So that did that. Save. Let's see if I can find it on my desktop. There it is. There's the SolidWorks file, and there's the PDF. Okay. Oh, that's the other SolidWorks. I have 2 SolidWorks going. All right, that was a lot, Monty. So you're going to need help once you get to a station, probably. But go for it. Fight with it. Know when you're in sketch mode. Know when you're not in sketch mode. That's probably the biggest thing. Make a sketch, dimension it, extrude it. Good luck.
all right. Go ahead. You just tell you right now that I want to open it up 10 a.m. tomorrow. That's possible.